test 1 2. Mic test 1 2.
board, obviously.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Evan Ramis, your guest announcer for tonight. We are here on a gorgeous Saturday night in Boyds, Maryland at the Maryland Soccerplex for Maryland Bobcats FC to take on Syracuse Pulse. Tonight is also the Maryland Bobcats Youth Academy night, where all 120 members of the youth program were honored pre-kickoff. We've got two playoff teams here tonight. Bobcats finishing the year as the 5th seed. Syracuse Pulse finishing as the 6th seed. Maryland Bobcats will travel to play Albion San Diego next Friday with a 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff, while Syracuse Pulse will travel to Michigan Stars. That's also on Friday night with a 6 p.m. Eastern kick. We've got a great crowd here tonight. Old Bay Brigade going crazy. All our youth parents, players. Interesting matchup as both teams have to see a little bit of change in their lineups. Pulse due to some suspensions, and Bobcats, on the other hand, getting some players back from suspension, but also rotating some players in on what is the final game of the regular season for both squads. About 67 degrees, no clouds. It's a great night for soccer here at the Maryland Soccerplex. And we're going to kick off here. On the Syracuse bench, we have head coach Peter Fuller, previously of Chattanooga. And on the Bobcats, we have Sylvan Rostello, who's first year on the job. Here come the Bobcats, and kickoff is coming very shortly. I want to thank everyone for tuning into this one, which is the last game of the regular season for both Maryland Bobcats, playing at home in the black shirts, going from your left to right, against Syracuse Pulse in the all yellow, going from your right to left. And with that, we have kickoff here at the Maryland Soccerplex. Maryland on the attack quickly. Pulse plays it long. Richard Fork on the ball, plays to Jocelyn Possian. He tries to find Bobcats player on the right wing, but it's out of bounds for a throw. Bobcats back on the ball. Oh, Alaline takes a shot, easily saved by the Syracuse keeper. Keeper plays it out to the right. Pulse find a gap in the middle. Play it back to the keeper, and they bring it out the left side. Long ball up the middle. Philip Brown with the header. Good challenge by both teams on the left sideline. And Pulse will reset the play. That's the Pulse bringing up the right side. Playing over the top just a bit high. And Bobcats are able to retake possession of the ball. That's Davey Mason. Playing it all the way to Philip Brown in the back. Ooh. And out of bounds for a throw. Jocelyn Possian, the captain tonight, back from a red card suspension on the ball. Plays it back to Abdullah Mansour, who plays to Philip Brown, and Possian drops deep to get that ball again. The ball is swung out left. Change of possession. And the Pulse get the ball back and will reset the play. Great crowd here tonight at the Maryland Soccerplex, last home game of the year. Have over 100 kids from the Maryland Bobcats Youth Academy here tonight, being honored before kickoff. And Christian Calker getting the start and goal tonight with the ball. Plays with one right up the field to Davey Mason, who is dispossessed by the Pulse. Ball over the top. Good defense by the left back there to force Pulse backwards. Pulse are doing a lot of resetting when they have the ball, not forcing the issue, not trying to play bad balls, but making sure they keep the ball when they have it. Big ball over the top. Calker comes and grabs. Calker will play the short ball to Philip Brown, who finds Mo Alowine in the middle. Donald Benama on the sidelines. Dispossessed. And the Pulse will reset. Big ball over the top for Pulse. They get on it. With Philip Brown defending. What a turn. But he can't get in line. Will reset for a cross in the box. It's headed out by Mansour. Pulse gather in the midfield and will keep the ball. Pulse is captain on it. Sam Solomon up top giving the defensive pressure to the Bobcats. Swung out wide. Ball on the ground. Gets through. Out for a Bobcats goal kick. Great defending there by Bobcats, but also a fantastic ball into the box by Pulse. Calker gets the game back underway. Richard Forka. It's Mo Alowine to Forka again, and Pulse win possession back. There has not been a lot of sustained time on the ball for either team in this match so far. It's pin and bowling around the midfield, a couple attempts at attacking for both teams, but nothing really happening. Philip Brown with a long ball up towards Solomon, just a bit too far, and Pulse will let it run out for a goal kick. About 6 minutes into this match, and not too much attacking either way, but a lot of possession that's being lost. Lost in the midfield. Pulse clearly trying to keep possession when they have the ball. Look for good passes, and then every now and then play that long ball either over the top or on the ground between the defenders. Like we mentioned at the top, both teams having some changes on the field tonight. Bobcats getting some players back from suspensions, but also giving some minutes to new players. Syracuse Pulse dealing with some suspensions of their own, so it's a chance for both teams to try out new players, see who can do the job, who can step up. And that one's going to go out for a Pulse corner kick. First corner of the match for either side. The Pulse only leaving two men back in the fence. Bobcats only one up top. Surrounding the keeper, ball in. Bounces around, shot. What a save by Parker off the line. Big save. As the Bobcats try to clear and do. Pulse will reset, but what a save by Parker to keep Pulse out. Corner was played in. Bobcats could not get it cleared on the first try. Great strike in by Pulse, got through the crowd, and Parker was down quick to make the save. Now the Bobcats on the attack. Bit of a loose pass there, and Pulse can pick it up in an attacking zone. Pulse will play it back, all the way back to their keeper, who will reset and switch the field. Pulse connecting passes well so far in this game, about 8 minutes into this match. Clearly trying to keep possession, work it around, and if they have the time and space, play that long ball. Davey Drew Wibble on that ball, and Pulse get it back, and now another turnover. Stop me if you've heard this before, but there's been a lot of change of possession in the middle third, and there's a hard foul. Pulse called for the foul, and it looks like referee's just going to give a talking to the Pulse player. The Bobcats player remains on the ground, and out comes the trainer. Really the first hard challenge of the match. Allows each team to take a deep breath. Ball hasn't gone out a ton. There hasn't been a ton of fouls so far in games in back and forth for the first 9 minutes of the match. Ref is still going to talk to the Syracuse player. Oh, and he does give a card. And the Bobcats player must come off the field because the trainer came on. First card of the match issued to Syracuse Pulse. Bobcats will put it back into play. Ball in the box. Keeper comes and claims. Bobcats right now playing with 10 men. As the injured player, Donald Benama, is still on the sidelines being looked at by the trainer. And another foul on Syracuse. Bobcats get the ball back underway with a short free kick. Possian over to Mansauer. Pressure by Pulse. Makes the Bobcats play all the way back to their keeper. And back to Philip Brown. Brown up to Solomon, who plays the Forca just too strong. The ball rolls out for a Pulse throw-in. Pretty big theme of this Bobcats team is those outside backs getting up and attacking, and that was a perfect example of it there. Benama is back on the field, number 26, for the Bobcats after having to come off after that hard tackle by Syracuse. Jocelyn Possian takes the ball through the middle, finds Forka coming up that right side, finds Benama to Forka to Benama. Well defended by Pulse, and is out for a throw-in.
Thank you, Evan. Matt Levis now on the broadcast for the final home game of this Maryland Bobcats season. 12 and a half in, and we are going to get a throw-in. Maryland with the throw-in now. This is Whipple with some pressure. They're going to say it is out on Maryland. Whipple sends it back out, and it's going to be another throw-in. This one will be for Maryland. Bobcats now. This is Jocelyn Possian. Back, of course, from a few game suspension due to red card. And it's taken away. No, Maryland is just going to pedal back. This is Manor feeling some pressure. Crowd going strong tonight. Drums very loud up here in the press box here at the Soccerplex. Throw-in now coming. Throw in now for the Bobcats once more. Now a big opportunity here for Syracuse. Oh, but a great sliding steal there from Jocelyn Possian. He's going to take it back the other way, but he trips. Bodies flying all over the field. Whistle call, and it's going to be a Syracuse free kick. Sam Solomon trying to bring pressure, but now here comes Syracuse. Good defensive stance there. Maryland now will send it back. Richard Forka now back into the lineup also after a stint on suspension. Richard Forka grabs it full armed. Syracuse sending one long. Manor able to clear it, but they're going to say it's a throw-in for Syracuse. It's a long shot well over the head of Felix on it, and he'll let it pass. Oh, and it's quickly taken back. Oh, and Jocelyn Poseidon goes right into the back of Alexander Stratueschi. Maryland trying to find something here. Wivel able to get it away, but oh, they're going to call it a tripping on, I believe that's Kafari. It's going to be a free kick for Maryland. This is Manor now. Sends it to the far side, but it's going to come right back to him. This is Brown here. Now over to Wivel. Chips one, but a good clear. Pass was looking to Donald Benama. Here comes Syracuse now. This is Stratueschi. Shot opportunity taken away by Maryland. That is Sam Solomon now. He's all alone, but he looks down to Benama. Will be a throw-in now for the Bobcats, but we have a Bobcat down now. This is Benama. Trader is on the field. This is the last game here at the Soccerplex this season. Maryland currently controlling the 5th rank in the standings. Just one spot away from that crucial home playoff game. The Pulse also in the same situation. They are the 6th and final team to get into this playoff, especially now with the new playoff format with the 8-team full league table. Maryland's still 5 points in the standings ahead of Syracuse, and if some miracle can happen tonight, they could overtake Albion for that 4th spot. But as of now, this is the final game here at the Soccerplex this season for the Bobcats. Syracuse not in contention of dropping out of the playoffs, a solid 10-point lead over 7th. But very much locked into that final 6th spot as we get back underway after the injury. Aloine kicks it well into the stands, and it's going to go back to Syracuse. Thrown from Syracuse. Jackson tried to grab it, unable to. Now this is Maryland. Manor back in the defensive area. Finds Brown on the other wing. And they'll send it right back to Manor. Oh, Davy Mason thrown to the ground. It's going to be a free kick for Maryland. Brown now. Finds Alawine and now sends it back to Jocelyn Pasayan. Noah Wright sends it out, but it will stay with Maryland. Davey Mason just tries to kick it off a yellow jersey and back out of bounds. Darwin Espinal has the ball for a moment, and Maryland's going to do another throw-in. The shot to the high stands. Syracuse, though, able to... Oh, a good slide tackle attempt there. Maryland is able to steal. That's Richard Forka. Whistle is going to be called, and they're going to give a yellow card out to Noah Wright, trying to say that he slid. And we have the first yellow card of the night here. Potential goal-scoring opportunity there, wiped away by the whistle for Maryland. And Syracuse is now going to head the other way. Ball is away. Richard Forka, though, able to clear it out. And a big boot upfield from Brown. But it goes right back to Syracuse. Sam Solomon. A little pushing and shoving there. Rendon went to the ground. And it's going to be a free kick again for the Pulse. He looks deep, but it is quickly cleared away by Maryland. Oh, and Davey Mason gets leveled. It's going to be a free kick. Took a shot off the arm of Stratustucci. This is Brown now. Look to Sam Solomon, but a bit too much power. And that is going to end up in the hands of the goalkeeper, Gagliardi. Here comes Syracuse now. Passing it around in the back. Now they'll send one deep. A bit too deep and right out of bounds it goes. Ball back to Maryland. It's a bit high, and it's going to go right back to Syracuse. Now here comes the Pulse. Looks one way, changes direction. This is De Silva. He sends it right back, and now we've got Walligan. Stratustucci in the corner, sends one into the mixer. Ball is still in the air. Alawine trying to clear, but it is quickly taken back. Waldrop. He will run out of real estate, but Waldrop with a great job to get the ball back, put it in contention for a shot. But the strong Maryland defense not making it easy. 25 minutes into this game, still 0-0 here at the Soccerplex. Both of these teams locked into the playoffs, but fighting for higher positions is Maryland. This is Forka now. Over to Darwin Espinal. Alawine now. Some space to work, but it'll be quickly be put in check by Caio De Silva. Throw in now for Maryland. You know they're going to say it was off Alawine, and it's going to be Syracuse ball. Throw in impending. This is Quack. It is now stolen by Jocelyn Pasayan. Pasayan, you're going to say it's going to stay with him. Got in with a little fighting with Kafir. And Maryland is going to get a free kick from about 30 yards out. Darwin Espinal to take the kick. Would not be shocked if he looks for net. The fans are ready. Darwin Espinal looked for the net, but right against the wall of yellow. It's going to be a corner kick now. But Darwin Espinal, the league's third leading scorer, finds absolutely nothing. Corner, it's actually just going to be a throw-in to not go out the back. Forka trying to work his way inside. Sends it over to right, but right slips. And now here comes Syracuse with some speed. This is Relp right now. And they're going to say it is out on Syracuse. Ball going back to Maryland. A lot of back and forth action here early. So they're going to say this is a free kick. They're going to say Jocelyn Beside was thrown to the ground. Felix on him, trying to put the ball deep into play, but ends up putting it out of bounds again. Throw in now coming. Whistle called, and another free kick. This time for Syracuse. Pressure by Sam Solomon, some great speed, and he goes down. Came from all the way on the offensive side. Try and steal that ball back. Gets tripped up, but a crucial free kick now for Maryland. Will be taken by Andrew Wivel. But Wivel's waved off of it. They're going to have Forka make the play. He'll send it over to the other side. That's Manor. Over to right. Davey Mason touches it. Gives himself some leeway. But it is a good clear there from Bruno Rendon. It's going to stay with Maryland, but a good clear to break up what would have been a very hot drive towards the net for Davey Mason. Throws it high towards Sam Solomon. Waldrop able to clear it away. But Maryland, they're not able to take control. Here comes Jackson. Trying to work on Poseidon, he trips. Forka lets it go out of bounds. They're going to say it's a goal kick. Another good defensive stop there for Maryland. Jackson, one on many, not able to find any breathing room. Felix Zonin looking for Sam Solomon. Ball still in the air. Solomon tries to control it. Still not controlled. Richard Forkas tries to send it back. Still not controlled. Manor with the head. Ball finally settled. Oh, they're actually going to call it a whistle. Kafir is going to start this one off for Syracuse. This is De Silva. Got it to Stadarucci. Goal kick now coming for Felix Annen and the Bobcats. Both defenses keeping both offenses in check tonight. This is Jackson. He's got some speed. Richard Forka is able to take the ball right back, though. And Maryland now settles in. Here's Allewine. Oh, but he quickly loses it. Here's Waldrop. He's going to send it back to De Silva. On the far side, that's Rendon, but now back to De Silva. And now over to Kafir. Defense keeping it. And now they'll finally push up. Gagliardi sends it deep. Wright able to clear it away, and to Felix Annen. There's going to be a throw-in for Syracuse. This is Kafari. Now De Silva. And sends it over to Rendon. Rendon now sends it up the sideline. An opportunity here. Sends it right into the middle. Forka tries to get the ball from Calker in net. This is Espinal now up the sideline. Darwin Espinal gives it to Wivel, but it's back to Espinal, and now no whistle called. Kahari looked like he was a bit confused on the no call, but is going to stay with Syracuse. Darwin Espinal very quickly gets it away from Jackson, though. But Kahari, another good job to assert some pressure. Calker actually making the start tonight for Maryland, not Felix Annen. Now here's Maryland Wright on that far sideline. He's going to try to reverse Fields. That's Brown. Quick pass to Forka. And now chips it back. Allewine now out to Wright on that wing. Davy Mason. Oh, just can't get that one to go. But Manor is there to pick up the pieces. This is Jocelyn Pasayan. Quickly gets it to Espinal and then to Wivel. Brown is going to get it to Calker. Now here's Manor. Now Wright, a quick chip, but a good defensive header there. Fork is there on the sidelines. Some pressure from Jackson, and a whistle called on Jackson. Forka has gotten into altercations on the field before. Is able to cool off on his way to Kafari. Darwin Espinal now looks to take the free kick. This pushes the ball back. About 45 yards from the net. Large pool of black jerseys right at the top of the 18. Puts a lot of spin on it, not much height. So they're gonna call it a re-kick. Did not get much height on that one. Lots of spin, putting it behind his men. He's gonna do a very similar shot, and very easily he's gonna lose it. Back to Gagliardi. Here comes De Silva. This is Walligan. And a good header by Manor, but is going to stay with AC Syracuse Pulse. This is Kafari. And on that far sideline is Rendon. Now to Lewis. And now to Kafari. De Silva. And now this is De Silva. Sends it long. This is Lewis. They are going to say he last touched it, and a Maryland throw-in now. It's looking long to Sam Solomon, but he cannot get up to make a 50-50 ball. This is De Silva now, taking it slowly, sending it backwards to Gagliardo. Kafari. That's Rendon sending it very long. This is Lewis now, just outside the 18, but he'll send it way back. Syracuse sends it into the mixer. Nothing working there for Waldrop. Syracuse will try again. Kafari sends it over to the side, and it's going to go out of bounds off the 1-2. Ball last touched by Setrusteski. Goal kick now for Calker. Sam Solomon not able to control, and De Silva currently has it for the Pulse. This is Kafari. Here comes team's leading scorer all season, Darwin Espinal. He will send it over to Wibble. Wibble was looking for Sam Solomon. Bit of an optimistic setup shot directly in front of the net. Syracuse able to clear it out, but it will be a corner kick. Wibble is going to be the one to take it. Ball's in, it's a low kick. And they're going to say that last touched a Bobcat. Goal kick now. Not much height. Off the corner from Wibble. This is Waglian, but he is not able to control. Another goal kick now. So long goal kick now. Ball still unclaimed. It will go to Syracuse. This is Quack. Looked into the middle. Dangerous shot there, opportunity. Maryland able to clear it, but not before it goes off the body. Calker trying to clear, but ends up sending it all the way downfield to Gagliardi. Here come the Pulse now. De Silva looks back, changes his mind, Changed his mind again. This is Rendon on the far side now. Now back to Waldrip. De Silva with some pressure. He's going to sit it to Waglian. Ball sent well over. Newell sends it to Lewis. Lewis. Oh, a potential shot opportunity for Waglian, but good job to put his body in the way was Richard Fork. A goal kick. Now over to Darwin Espinal. Sends it up to Wivel. Wivel tries to control it with the back of his foot, but Kafari able to steal it. Jocelyn Pasayan gets it for a moment. Ball going back and forth, and it is going to end up being controlled by Bruno Rendon, only to be taken back by Maryland, and now taken again. This time it's Waldrip. Darwin Espinal tracks it down. Finds Sam Solomon. Kafari brings pressure from behind, looks back to back to Espinal, but ends up finding Jackson instead. Forca clears it away. Very few clear shot attempts, but plenty of changing of possession in this game for both teams. Here comes Rendon now. He finds a man on the far side, but we'll get it right back. This is Kafari, and Alawine able to send it back. Sorry, this is Alawine. That was Jocelyn Pasayan able to with the defensive stance. Espinal loses it. Quack almost loses it. Now into the middle is Lewis. Now that's Waldrep. This is Rendon now onto the far side. Shot up. This is Espinal. Looks for the net. Not much power off the foot of Darwin Espinal. This is Quack now. Lewis had it for a moment, but Jocelyn Pasayan. Sorry, Darwin. So that is Alawine. This is now Jocelyn Pasayan who finds Wivel. Davy Mason tries to meg Bruno Rendon. Finds Sam Solomon, but good defensive stance there from Rendon. Forca with the throw-in. This is Espinal, but it's going to go back to Forca. Looked for Wivel, but Sign will be the one to take it. This is right. Looking high, and they're going to say that was a offsides on Sam Solomon. Here is Syracuse now. Rendon. De Silva looking long, but with no success. It's going to be a throw-in for Maryland. Forca will be the one to take it. No time remaining on the clock in this first half of play. Any hope of Maryland having to play? Oh, and Sam Solomon is hobbling. They're going to say it's going to stay with Maryland. Solomon quickly able to shake it off. Any hope Maryland has of having a home playoff game is very reliant on a win, but that is going to be the end of this first half of play here at the Soccerplex. 0-0. Syracuse and Maryland will be back after half. I mean, like, I know what name I'm getting wrong. It's this Cetrus to Chewy. Like, you go do it. Sorry about being late. We have just 1 quarter left of regular season action here in the regular season. Maryland Bobcats. I'm Matt Levis. Just 45 minutes to go. Maryland pretty much locked into their 5th playoff spot. Was hoping over the past 4 games to maybe move their way up into that 4th spot to have a home playoff game, but they are stuck in 5th. Not much can be changed tonight. Syracuse Pulse locked into the 6th spot, and they are not in jeopardy of missing the playoffs, but they will not be having a home playoff game either. Some changes for both sides. In for the Pulse, some reason I have Stephen McDonald and number 25, Tanner Kennard. Kennard now comes in at goalie. And for the Bobcats, Manuel Gonzalez comes in for Mo Alawine, and Khalid Balogun, who is currently up in the center ring at midfield. He's on for Sam Solomon. Just 45 minutes of regular season action left. Let's get ready. Maryland will begin with the ball. Gonzalez coming in, a regular starter, but Maryland resting some key players tonight. No Elijah Amo, no Felix Annen. Quickly taken away by Syracuse, and this will then be quickly taken back by Maryland. Chip shot there for Davy Mason, was looking for Balogun, but is going to go directly to Kennard. Syracuse now taking it down the other side of the field. Darwin Espinal looked like he was going to try to control it, but he ends up losing it. This is Quack. Now over to McDonald. McDonald on the far wing. He tries to put it in, but Darwin Espinal able to clear that one away. Manny Gonzalez sends it over to Manor. Manor taking his time. Sends it to Wivel, and now back to Manor. Wivel. Manor. Manor chips it. That's Balogun. Balogun brings some good size to this Maryland attack. That's Jocelyn Pasayan. He's able to steal it away for a second, but he ends up tripping. They're going to say it's staying with the Bobcats. Gonzalez to Forca, now back to Gonzalez. That's Pasayan. Wivel to Manor. Manor now finds Gonzalez. There's Noah Wright. Noah Wright getting tripped up on the sideline. They're going to say it was last touched by Kyle Newell. Wivel over to Gonzalez. Finds his way through 2 Syracuse defenders. Forca feeling pressure. So that's Brown feeling pressure. This is now Gonzalez, and it is going to stay with Maryland. Wright with a throw-in opportunity. There's a long, that's Balogun. Balogun does a good job to try and win the 50-50 ball, but unable to control. This is Quack. Over to Lewis. And now to McDonald. McDonald. Manor brought some pressure, but they're going to say that he tripped up McDonald. Kick coming from Newell. Kyle Newell talking with his coach. Long kick from the offensive side. Some confusion for Newell. So that is from the ref. It's going to be a trick. Newell gets it from Rendon. Newell trying to now just drive in. He takes a look, but a good clear there from Brown. Maryland now the other way. Wivel. Bad pass. This is Balogun. He's onside. It's 2-on-1. Oh, and Rendon sends him flying. Balogun tried to put a hand, it looked like, on Rendon, but Rendon sent him down to the ground. Ball back on the Maryland's defensive side. That's Espinal. Darwin sends one very deep. Was looking like he was maybe trying to hit Davy Mason, but a bit too much power. Now this is Lewis. Lewis sends it into Waldrip. Now to De Silva. Rendon over to Newell. McDonald tries to find the edge on Manor. He looks inside, hits the crossbar, over the net. Two missed shot opportunities, one off the side post, one just high. It's going to be a corner kick for Syracuse. First real shot of the night for the Pulse, or for any team. Corner coming in. Kick is going to be taken by Juan Lewis. Another low line drive kick. And they're going to say it last touch Wivel. Newell was in the area. And it is going to be another corner for Syracuse. Still waiting on the corner kick from Juan Lewis. 0-0 here in the 50th minute. And it is a line drive kick directly into Wivel. Attempt number 3. Lewis again. Now this one's got height, but now it's got too much height. Still in play, but it's going to go off the side of the net. Finally, a corner kick and a break for Christian Kalker and the Maryland defense. Long kick. Wivel tried to get it, but it is... Oh, and a shot from the shoulder off Brown. It is going to stay. It's going to go to Syracuse. Now, here come the Pulse. There's Walligan on the far sideline. Finally cleared out by Maryland. But Waldrip takes back control. This is Newell. Over to Waldrip and now to Rendon. Rendon reverses field. And Espinal is able to steal it away from Maryland. This is Khalid Balogun with pressure from De Silva. It's now just a foot race. And De Silva has him beat, but he takes him down. Dangerous slide tackle. And a yellow card will come out for Caio da Silva. Dirty slide tackle. And Khalil Balogun clearly shaken up as he is slow to get up. Free kick now for Maryland. The two-man wall. But a clear crossing situation for Maryland. Into the 6. No one there. And they're going to call that a goal kick. Would have been an offsides for Davy Mason. Decides to just let it go. This is Rendon. He'll pass it back to Kennard. And over to Da Silva. Lewis. They're going to say last touch Davy Mason, and it's going to go back to... No, they are going to say it touched a Pulse last, so it is going to stay with Maryland. Balogun not able to control it. He's on the ground. They're going to call that dangerous on him and give it to Syracuse. Da Silva. Oh, and a missed opportunity. Da Silva looked up at Caleb Jackson, Pulse's leading scorer and the 5th overall leading scorer in Nisa. Just bounced off of him. But now Maryland with a quick blunder, and it's going back to Syracuse. Gonzalez able to steal it for Maryland. Manor. Just sends it over to Wright. Wright trying to call a man. Oh, through the legs of Lewis, but he loses it. But now he's got it back after some help from Manor. He's being forced backwards and he's going to lose it. Minhei Quack able to steal it, and now good opportunity here for Syracuse. But they send it backwards. Now in midfield. Now they charge. McDonald was looking for Wagelin. This is Waldrip. Over to the sideline. That's Newell. Lewis. Comes Kafari. Kafari now to Quack. Now to the far sideline. Syracuse taking their time. Good ball movement. That's Newell. He's not offsides. Header opportunity, but just off the mark from Stephen McDonald. It is going to be a goal kick for Culker. Balogun in pursuit. And he somehow ends up on all fours. Back to Syracuse. Good shot opportunity, or good crossing opportunity from McDonald, but too strong off the leg. Goal kick now for Maryland. They're going to make a quick substitution. The Pulse is off. Comes De Silva. On comes Popkin. Goal kick now coming after the sub. First sub after each team subbed after halftime. It's going to go, oh no, they're going to say it. Yes, they're going to say it. Last touch. Kyle Newell is going to stay with Maryland. Right to Davy Mason, but a bit of a wild throw-in, not able to contain very well, and they have to send it across the field. This is Brown now. Darwin Espinal tries to wait for it. He's going to luckily get it after this throw-in, but some good pressure there from Bruno Rendon. This is Manor. Manor has been in a vital part of this Maryland defense through the second half of the season. Wright gets all out of shape and loses the ball. And Kafari passes it back and forth with Waglian. This is Newell. Newell trying to get past Davy Mason. Here's Rendon. Waldrip. Now this is Quack. And now Kafari in the middle of the field. Here's Waldrip. And over to Waglin. Now to the far side. Waldrip again. Jocelyn Pasai getting some good pressure. This is Kafari. Newell, not a great settle, and it's forced to go back. Rendon is going to send it way back. Here it comes. Cross into the middle. No Pulse in the middle there to get the crossing, but not really going anywhere. Syracuse with the ball. This is Quack. They're going to start back around midfield. Darwin Espinal very slowly gets the ball away from Syracuse. This is Davy Mason. Isn't able to control it. Brown to Gonzalez. Gonzalez feeling the pressure. And it's going to Syracuse. This is Quack. But a good takeaway there from Manny Gonzalez. But it's going to be taken right back by Syracuse. Quack on the wing. And he just toes it. We're going to get a sub now for Maryland. Argueta will be coming in for Davy Mason. Davy Mason not able to do much tonight. But his night and his regular season here at the Soccerplex is done. Oh, and a big diving steal there from Juan Lewis, but it's going to go right out of bounds. Got up there and in the face of Argueta. Throw-in's going to Balogun, but it's going to bounce very far the other way, and here comes Syracuse. Quack now to Newell. And he gives it up. Manny Gonzalez. Balogun, they're going to say, is onside. Tries to keep it in play. And they're going to say he was tripped. Let's see what the final call is. Balogun was clearly tripped in the box. And we are going to get a penalty kick. Darwin Espinal with the first real big opportunity for this Bobcats team is going to take the penalty kick. Espinal, third leading scorer in all of Nisa, has 9 goals on the season, looking to make it his 10th, and he will! Goal! Darwin Espinal, 10th on the season, and puts this Maryland team in the 64th minute, up 1. Maryland very lucky to be in a good situation, making the most of that penalty, and now Maryland, after 64 minutes of no score, is in control of this game. Syracuse will look to respond. They have looked strong on offense so far tonight, but have not been able to make anything stick. Maryland also with a backup goalie in tonight's game. No Felix Annen, as they've already clinched up their spot in the playoff. Khalid Balogun with a very crucial steal. Andrew Wivel tries to cut it to the inside. This could be another shot opportunity, but he loses it. Dribbled a bit too much, Andrew Wivel did. Could have taken a wider shot, but tried to get close into a 3-on-1 situation. And now here comes the Pulse. .50-50 ball. Who's gonna get it? Poseidon goes down along with Popkin. Here's Maryland again. Balogun had an open net. They are going to call that a goal kick after the very apparent and very poor miss from Khalid Balogun. Can't miss a open gold shot on the ground. Goes wide left. Now here comes Syracuse with an opportunity to tie. But a bit too long for Juan Lewis to track. Manuel Gonzalez. It's gonna go deep up. Here's Espinal. Espinal is now just the 3rd player in all of Nisa to get his double-digit goals on the season. Very impressive stat line and a very impressive year. There is currently a Bobcat down on the ground, getting stretched out. Player down was Noah Wright, but he is up and okay. Syracuse is going to make a quick substitution. So is Maryland. Moyers is coming in for Michael Kafari. Kafari been a very dominant defensive player so far tonight. Looks like Noah Wright will be coming off the field. He is moving a bit slowly in some clear pain. That would be Wright's night done, and in comes Richard Wangu. Free kick now coming for Maryland. The incident that took out Wright was down at the other end of the field. Ref has moved the ball to the Maryland side. And Manor is going to take it. Here's Wivel. Over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to cross the field, but a good steal there from Juan Lewis. Syracuse will start over from the goal. They will let it dribble out of bounds. Staying with, they're going to say it's a Maryland throw-in off of Syracuse. Richard Forca is responsible for the throw-in. Trying to spin out of the pile, but it just ends up going out of bounds. Syracuse ball now. Here comes Syracuse. Newell finds Quack. Wangu taps it out of bounds, staying with Syracuse. Ball goes out once more. It's going to again be Syracuse ball. Moyers with a throw-in. Wangu trying to clear it. Ball still in play. Into the middle. Ref is going to call that offsides, I believe. Kick coming from Calker. Ball on tracks, settles, but cannot contain. Kennard reverses the field. Just going to go back to Kennard. This time he'll send it deep. Forca able to put it high, not cleared. Ball still in the air. And now he's able to find Jocelyn Poseidon. This is Darwin Espinal now. Some pressure from Quack. He's going to find Wangu. Jocelyn Poseidon. Now back to Thomas. This is Manor. Wivel. With a touch up to Wangu. Is Darwin Espinal. And now Manny Gonzalez. Gonzalez backing up. Wangu. That's Khalid Balogun. He goes for the net. And it's going to be tipped. Espinal, still with control. Looks over to Argueta. He can't make that work. Now it's far out into midfield. Jocelyn Poseidon able to control it. Andrew Wivel a bit wild with his control, and Wangu. This Maryland team is now continuing to back up. Gonzalez gets tripped by Popkin, but no call. It's going to go back to Calker. This is Argueta now. Poseidon, and now to Manny Gonzalez. Looks for Wangu, but Wangu able to save it at the last minute. No, they are going to say he was out of bounds. Manny Gonzalez just not finding Willy Wangu. Manny Gonzalez is able to come away with it off the Syracuse throw-in. Calker. Look for Argueta. Khalid Balagun is going to contain it, and now sends it out to Argueta. This is Wivel. Now over to Manuel Gonzalez. Gonzalez able to swivel around Quack, but now Quack will get him the second time. Richard Forca looked like he was going to try and clear it, but decides to just let it roll. It's going to be a throw-in taken by Forca. Manny Gonzalez. It's a nice high kick, but no control there. There's Quack now on the sideline. Oh, and a body from William Wangu. He absolutely levels Minjae Quack. Quack a little limp in his step, but he is good to go. Throw in for Syracuse. Newell tries to put it into the middle, but another good defensive stance from this Maryland defense. Here's this is Espinal. He's getting a lot of pressure from Rendon, and Rendon is actually going to come away with it. Good job by Rendon to stop the breakaway. Maryland without their usual speedster Elijah Amo tonight. He has been missed in some fast break opportunities tonight, but Maryland still leading 1-0. We are under 15 minutes to go in regular time. Not in this game, but in this regular season. Calker with it. Good clear there from Philip Brown. They're going to say that Argueta was offsides. And it's going to go back to Pulse. That was Moyers. Now Quack. And now to Rendon. Good chip shot. Was looking for Jackson, but Calker is able to get on top of it. He's right at the box, the edge of the box, but he's able to luckily make the save just inside. Here's Manor to Darwin Espinal. Espinal was looking for Wivel, but Wivel was just too much in motion. Ball's behind him, and now it's going back to the Pulse. Calker will roll it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now over to Wangu on the sidelines. He's going to send it up. Balogun with some great size, tries to control it with his body, but cannot. Old Bay Brigade has been in strong form all night tonight, showing great support as this Maryland team is getting ready for the playoffs. Jocelyn Pasayan is currently down on the ground. Calker has the ball right now as the whistle blows. That is Jocelyn Pasayan. He is rolling on the ground. Appears to be something in his upper body. Medical staff takes a look. Balogun is able to stand, and yet to be seen if he is good to play. Jocelyn Pasayan is going to come off, it looks like. No signal for Maryland as to who's going to come off in his place. Jocelyn Pasayan on the sideline for a moment, but he is going to come right back in for Maryland as we get back underway here in the 80th minute. Manor looked like he was going to take a big leg, backs off. Espinal able to force another throw in. That one looking at Balogun. It goes through the legs of Moyers. And they're going to call that a penalty and a yellow card. This one on Bruno Rendon. And a free kick opportunity here for Maryland. Maryland's only goal tonight has come off a penalty shot. No live game goals tonight on both sides. From around 28 yards out, Manny Gonzalez and Argueta are both there. Could go for net, but does have men on the other side. 5 black jerseys wide. He's going to go for net. Too much curve for Argueta. And now, with a big opportunity here for the Pulse. Oh, but a great stop there from Jocelyn Pasayan. Caleb Jackson put some great power on there. He was looking for Stephen McDonald. But good job from Pasayan. Maryland still not letting Syracuse get a clear opportunity. They do have the ball. Whistle blows, and it's going to go to Syracuse once more. Free kick now coming. It's going to be taken by Minjae Kwak. Minjae Kwak. Pull his Popkin are over there. An opportunity to tie it here late. Quack sends it high and sends it long. Goal kick for Maryland. Goal kick coming from Calker. Khalid Balogun putting a body up against Mason Moyers. Backing up Balogun. It's going to be another free kick for the Pulse. That's Newell. And it's going to be a corner kick. Jackson let the ball out of bounds. Quickly stolen back. No attempt there. And it's going to be a 1-on-2. Brian Argueta. He's going to send it across. Jocelyn Poseidon just too high. Tries to put a leg up. Ball is still in play. But now the fast break is over and Syracuse is now in better position. McDonald slide tackles Wangu, but now he's going to come up with an injury from that, grabbing that ankle. This is Wivel. Wivel should have shot, but passed it to the middle, and it's going to be taken away. McDonald in some serious pain as he limps down the field. Lewis now sends it over to Popkin. Popkin with a very high shot. Was looking for the header for Jackson, and it's instead going to be a corner kick. McDonald's still trying to explain to the ref why he's upset about the no call on his ankle injury, even though he was the one that performed the slide tackle. Looks to be okay now. Popkin's going to take this corner kick. Good header opportunity, but just too far to the left. Bruno Rendon. Will be another goal kick. Maryland just needs to hold on for another 3 minutes of regular time, and whatever the refs give them in extra. Ball still not contained, and it's going to be Syracuse ball. Here's Newell. He finds McDonald. McDonald tries to turn the corner and does, but he's going to end up going out of bounds, and they're going to say that this is a corner kick once more. Another opportunity late for this Syracuse offense to come back in. Popkin will take it. Corner kick. Now up. Header opportunity, but no shot towards the net. Ball still in the air. It's high now. And well over. It'll land on top of the goal. And a goal kick now coming for Maryland once more. There is an injured Bobcat. inside his own 18. Looks like it might be Forka. Still down. Goal kick now up in the air. Over the head of Balagun. It's going to go right to here comes the Pulse. Popkin tries to find Lewis. Manny Gonzalez gets it from Maryland, but now it's going back. Here's Weldrip. I'm going to call it another goal kick. I'm going to say it was last touched by Syracuse. Clock has hit 90, but we have 5 more minutes of action left here. Goal kick now in play. Oh, Manny Gonzalez doing a great job to steal it away. That ball was easily going to land in the feet of Kyle Newell. Instead of landing in the feet of Tanner Kennard. Now here comes Syracuse once more at midfield. Some pressure from Agreda, but he backs off. Here comes Lewis. Lewis sends it backwards. This is Newell. He looks to send it. And it's going to be saved right on the edge of the box by Calker. Deep punt goes right back to Syracuse. Forka applying the pressure on Calk, and it's going to stay with Syracuse. Throw in now. Throw in's going to be taken by Mason Moyers. Send into the middle. Oh, dangerous opportunity. And they're going to say it was a handball. Penalty shot opportunity coming in extra time for Syracuse. Calker trying to argue that it was off a shoulder, but that is a handball call. Syracuse now the opportunity to tie this game up late. Maryland defense doing such a good job so far tonight. And in the closing stages, may have just committed a deathly mistake. Shot's going to be taken in by Caleb Jackson. Jackson is the Pulse's team leading scorer. Calker has been the backup goalie all season, but now he's got the biggest play of his entire year. Calker, Jackson, penalty on the way, and it's in! Goal for Syracuse, Caleb Jackson. Caleb Jackson now extends his lead over the rest of his team, and now makes this a 1-1 ball game. Caleb Jackson, that's now his 9th goal of the year. He is tied now for 4th overall in Nisa. Maryland was looking like they were going to come away into the playoffs with some momentum on a home win, but now they are tied and the clock is ticking down. Khalid Balagun trying to move quickly, but he quickly loses the ball. Calker unable to make that save. Maryland and Syracuse's positions in the playoffs were pretty set in stone before this game, but momentum can be huge going into the playoffs. It's a short punt. Goes to Cook. That's now popped in. Jocelyn Basayan able to steal it away. That's now Manny Gonzalez. Maryland looking to move quickly, but maybe too quickly as they go too long. Rendon able to clear it. To Kennard. And that is going to be time. The final score here at the season finale at the Soccerplex. Bobcats 1, Pulse 1. From here, we start the playoffs here in Nisa. The Bobcats now travel all the way to San Diego, who last time out at home, they beat Albion San Diego, and the Syracuse Pulse now with a bit of a tricky matchup. They go to Michigan to play the Stars. Stars, of course, 3rd in the league. Some Maryland players on the ground in disbelief after that late game loss. But it's been a great regular season. They're going to the playoffs, and it starts for them in San Diego. From all of us here at the Maryland Soccerplex, it's been an absolute pleasure to be on the call with you this season and tonight. 1-1. I'll see you next time. Matt Levis signing off.